Well, I'm sure I met Paul within my first few days of being on campus, and I remember the encounter for two reasons. One, he really wanted to tell me what a great community Springfield is and how much my husband and I would enjoy living here, which is certainly proved too. And secondly, he had one question for me, and that was, how can I help you?
Paul is more than committed to UIS. He is probably one of the greatest ambassadors to our program as well as the university. And I say that because regardless of where I am in the community, if I mention Paul O'Shea, they mention him and UIS in the same breath.
Paul spends a great deal of his time encouraging others, which is one of the reasons that he has received that Distinguished First Citizen Award, which is the highest award anyone can receive in the city of Springfield.
Personally, he's been an encouragement to me. In high school, I was an okay student at best, and now I've been on the honor roll 5 out of my 6 semesters here. So I think that he's been a really big part of that, really taking me under his wing and showing me that there's more to life than just baseball and sports. He's encouraged me to be the best person I can be on the field as well as off the field.
My best memory of Paul and the way he has encouraged others is that he came up with this great idea to have First Citizen Day at UIS every year. We invite all the first citizens to come to campus to be honored at the halftime of a basketball game, but more importantly, we have a meeting with all those folks before the game, and we sit down for an hour together, and it just gives me an opportunity to listen to this collection of wonderful people, get their ideas about how the university can be more engaged with the community. This was all Paul O'Shea's idea, and it's turned out to be a very important event every year. And of course, as everyone knows, Paul is a sports fan. And it's very important to Paul that we have a great Division II athletics program here, and I'm proud to say we're really making great progress in that direction.
Paul's so committed to the success of UIS athletics, mostly because he's interested in the success of the student athletes.
Anytime that we've had some sort of fundraising event, Paul is always there, and Paul always brings somebody with him. And whether it's 2 or 3 different people, but you can always count on him to have somebody new there.
Paul helps out with our fundraising in numerous ways, mostly from the planning aspects. When I'm trying to figure out, how to get word out, who to get to come to our events, and even the logistics. Do I think this event would be successful or not? I go to Paul. He's one of my first guys I would ask, and not only does he give advice, he's the first one through the door at every event. Paul's been a huge help for me, especially with our facility campaign and growing the baseball facility. When I got the job here at UIS, we didn't have a field. And my first year on, now we've played every home game right here on campus. And now with the next step in our facility growth, we're putting in turf field this summer. And Paul was instrumental in that project getting off the ground. Now we're gonna have one of the top facilities in the GLVC conference and in the city of Springfield.
Paul O'Shea knows our university. He appreciates the momentum that we've built across the recent years, and he really wants this university to grow and be successful. He is one of those very visible, important leaders who realizes the importance of the university in the community.
Paul is our greatest ambassador. I have not met anybody in the community that feels the way they do about UIS like Paul does. Paul loves this place, he sees the benefit to it and how it affects our community.